Good evening, my friends. My name is Gabriel, and I speak a few languages. Today, I would like to talk about how to essentially try to master a specific accent and improve pronunciation in a language that we're trying to learn. And I'm going to start with this. Yesterday, I watched American Sniper for the first time, and I thought that Bradley Cooper's Texas accent was incredible. It was really, really accurate. He was able to really capture Chris Kyle's accent. Allegedly, what he did was that he had like a fantastic dialect coach, a world-class dialect coach, but he would also essentially listen to audio of Chris Kyle for hours a day, apparently. So he would just essentially start, and apparently he would wake up at 5 in the morning and immediately start listening to Chris Kyle's accent in order to try to make it, to have it essentially as he played his role. Allegedly, he also said that Bradley Cooper also said that he would try to repeat whatever Chris Kyle would say as he was listening and try to mimic it the best he could. So I think that, of course, Bradley Cooper's first language is English. The Texas accent, of course, is in his first language. But I think that what he did is really valid for foreign languages as well. And what we can do that is a bit similar, pick an accent that you want to try to emulate or essentially have in the foreign language that you're trying to learn. And with audio content from someone that actually has that accent, a native speaker, hopefully, we can try to essentially emulate it and acquire that accent and improve our pronunciation through listening and also trying to repeat it, trying to emulate it. It doesn't come overnight. It requires patience, but I think that it is a really cool thing to try to do. Do a lot of listening, trying to repeat it, and try to mimic the pronunciation of the speaker. So let's say, for example, that you're learning Spanish and that you want to have basically master pronunciation. You can essentially pick whatever accent you want. Let's say that you want a Mexican accent. You can find a podcast from Mexico. Hopefully you can find also the text to come along with it. Maybe instead you want a Spanish accent from Spain, maybe from Madrid. And then you can find a podcast from someone, a native speaker from Madrid, and essentially do a lot of listening and try to imitate and capture that accent. Hopefully you're going to have the text as well, because that's really going to help. On lingq.com, lingq.com, which is a website that I use a lot. They offer a lot of audio with text, which I find quite helpful. And so this is something that I personally do quite often whenever I'm learning a language. I do a lot of listening and I try to basically imitate the audio, the speaker, as accurately as I can in order to develop good pronunciation. And yes, of course, we have to be patient. It takes time, but it's definitely worth it. And another thing that I always like to mention about accent and pronunciation is that it shouldn't be a reason for stress whenever we're learning a language, because, you know, when we're getting started, it's like, oh my God, my accent's so bad. We don't have to concern ourselves with it, but I think it's important for us to always try to improve, right? And even very advanced speakers, advanced learners, they can improve as well, right? They can always basically try to master pronunciation and have a great accent in the language that they're trying to learn. So yeah, I think that that's it. Hopefully you have found this video helpful, and good luck, my friends, learning a new language.